If you want to build a house, you first need a blueprint and all the essential resources needed for its construction. It will be much harder to build one if you try to do so without a plan and without having the needed materials at hand. Gathering materials for an essay is done through brainstorming. In the case of an argumentative or persuasive essay that you're responding to a prompt for, you'll need to decide what position on the prompt you happen to take, what points you will use to support your position, and what counterclaims you should address. One simple means of organizing these thoughts is with T-charts to divide arguments by their pros and cons. Here you see a T-chart of a student's ideas for pros or positive points of having a dress code and of not having a dress code. Feel free to pause the video if you want to examine these examples more carefully. Now you see a T-chart for the cons or negative consequences of both sides of that same issue. The student can now consider the quality and quantity of both T-charts to decide which argument can be argued with the highest quality points in an essay. You could also organize T-charts in a traditional pro-con comparison format if you find them more helpful as seen here. When picking your position on an issue, it's important to understand that it's not a matter of life or death. It's okay to change your mind about a position or even write about a position you don't think you held prior to your planning. You should write about the position that you have the most points to choose from and can elaborate on accordingly. Once you've chosen your position, you should pick the 2 or 3 best arguments in favor of the position you take and the best argument from the other position for a counter argument. These points will be worked into your thesis, which we'll talk about later.